As a side note, guys, let's talk about HCR13 MOV blade steel. Now, obviously, this is a cheaper budget type of steel. It's not a terrible steel. I did some reading up on it, and from using it, it hasn't been horrible. And according to A.G. Russell, which you're seeing on the screen here now, this particular steel is a very prevalent Chinese stainless steel. It's also used in CRKT, Kershaw, and many other makers use it extensively. The steel composition is comparable with actually Japanese AUS 8 steel. With the proper heat treatment, this particular steel can hold a edge well. Not really well. I think well. I know they said really well, but I think it can hold an edge well. Probably a little bit better than AUS 8 steel. But the good thing about this steel is the fact that when it finally dulls, they are very easy to sharpen. Even if you throw it on like a stone, or actually just dropping it can kind of bring the sharpness back to a level where you can definitely keep on working with it and still has a good sharp edge. You can do your everyday tasks with it. So a good strop, keeping up with the strop, and then when need be, if you need to throw it on a belt or need to throw it on a stone, it can definitely, you don't need that many passes, that much work involved to really get this thing into a nice, even a complete new edge profile if you need it. Even on the field with like a cheap sharpener, you can definitely bring this back to form to be able to keep on working for you. The typical Rockwell of these knives is rated around 58, 59, so it's not extremely hard or extremely tough. They say that this steel is a popular choice performance per dollar, which I believe it's per dollar. It's a popular performance steel. It's good. Like they say, also say it's the Japanese AUS 8 steel is more impact resistant, but the 8CR13 MOV holds a fine edge for about twice as long as AUS 8 steel. And I agree, because AUS 8 steel really does not hold an edge at all. This definitely holds an edge a little bit longer. So from what I'm reading, I think it's comparable to what I've been experiencing with this particular steel. If you look at the family of these steels, the next one up is the 14 MOV, which has 1% more chromium, which it makes it a little bit better in terms of the edge retention. And then the best one is in this family is the VG10, which holds an edge longer than 13 and is more corrosion resistant. So guys, who is this steel for? This steel is for somebody who's basically looking to go with a budget knife and looking and understanding that they're going to have budget steel with a budget knife within the $30 range. But it's not a terrible steel. It is better than the lesser superior AUS 8 steel, which I'm not really a big fan of. And it's not as good as the others, but it definitely holds its own. It holds an edge long enough where you can get your stuff done, and it doesn't take long to bring it back to form. Now, if you're a sharpenista or you're somebody who likes to sharpen or uses sharpening as a hobby, it's great steel to have. You don't need to go with super steels. If you like sharpening your steels, you like as a hobby to be able to sharpen and maintain your knives, then definitely go with the cheaper steels. You'll save money on your wallet and you'll enjoy the hobby of doing it. Or if you just want to have certain knives that you want to be able to bang around, not worry about, this is a great budget style steel on a good budget knife that you can deal with. So hopefully that helps you in trying to choose what type of steels you can start out with or what you can use for your particular purpose.